What's up, guys? Hey, guess what? It's subclass video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the, what is this, Voidwalker? Yeah, Nova Bomb. Let's look at this. Alright guys, what's up? So, in today's video, we're looking at the Voidwalker for Destiny 2. This is the Warlock Subclass. Obviously, it's the Void Subclass. That's why it's called the Voidwalker. So, if you guys are familiar with the Voidwalker from Destiny 1, this is pretty much the same thing. There's a few differences here. A few differences that I actually enjoy with the new Voidwalker subclass. Just like Destiny 1, you've got the Nova Bomb. Hurls an explosive bolt of void light at the enemy, disintegrating those caught within its blast. So, if you guys are familiar with Destiny, you're familiar with the Void subclass for the Warlock, you know what a Nova Bomb is. The Nova Bomb is that giant spirit bomb of Goku's just in Void form for the Warlock. I like this subclass a lot. I like the changes that Bungie has made to it in Destiny 2. Yeah, if you don't know what a Nova Bomb is, I will show you at the end of this video. So, that's the subclass, that's the super ability is the Nova Bomb. Just like in my last video I did with the Dawnblade subclass for the Warlock, you've got the Empowering Rift and the Healing Rift. Both of these bind to Holding B. You get an area of effect around you that makes it so that anyone standing inside of it, if they're your allies, if you're using the Empowering Rift, get an increased weapon damage. If you're using a Healing Rift, they get continuous healing while inside it. And if you already have full health while using the Healing Rift, you get an Overshield, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Next up, we've got the glides. The jump abilities. We've got the Strafe Glide, which gives you really strong directional control. You've got Blink. It gives you the ability to teleport short distances. And you've got Burst Glide. Strong initial burst of speed. Personally, out of these three, I like Burst Glide. I used to use Blink just because it got me out of there, but I fell off too many cliffs using Blink in the Crucible, so I stopped using Blink. Strafe Glide is really good if you're needing a really strong directional control, but personally, I like Burst Glide. Gives you a really strong burst of speed at the beginning of your jump and everything, and just makes it a lot faster and, in my opinion, a lot more maneuverable. Moving on, we've got the grenades. You've got a Vortex Grenade, which is basically a giant black hole that you send out, and it constantly damages anybody caught inside of it. You've got the Axion Bolt Grenade, which is a personal favorite of mine. Why is this on here? Personal favorite of mine that, oh, I was doing the raid, that's right. That scans the area and seeks out bolts that they follow you around. They're really fucking annoying in the Crucible, and especially if you're playing against a team of Warlocks that are using Voidwalker, you cannot get away from these things. I've tried getting away from them like I did in Destiny 1 using my Hunter's dodge ability. It does not work. So they're really annoying. And they're really fun to use if you're the one using them. So I recommend the Axion Bolt Grenade. Then you have the Scatter Grenade. So it splits into a bunch of little tiny explosives that just... If you've used the Cluster Bomb for a rocket launcher, it's basically the same thing. You throw this down and it's like a firework. Honestly, the Scatter Grenade is like a firework. It just splits off and just explodes all over the place. Really good for multiple enemies, honestly. If you're going against a bunch of Thrall or something, I would go with the Vortex Grenade over the Scatter Grenade. But if you're in the Crucible, I would use the Axiom Bolt. Next up, we've got the two skill trees, which is the Attunement of Hunger and the Attunement of Chaos. So we'll start down here at the bottom. Devour. Strike an enemy with this. Regenerates your health fully. For a short time, not Tom, afterwards, kills restore additional health. So, if you're low on health, smack an enemy in the face, as Warlocks always do, as we love to do, is just smack a thrall one good time, and fully regenerate your health if you're low on health and everything. And then if you're still taking damage, kills, it doesn't have to be a melee kill, just any kill will restore your health more. And it lasts for about 9 seconds, I'm pretty sure, 8 or 9 seconds. I'm not 100% sure about that. I definitely like Devour. It's a really good perk to have. Next up, consume your grenade energy to regenerate your health, grants the Devour effect. So if you're low on health, you have a grenade, you have the choice of either tossing your grenade out there and hopefully getting a kill. I've whiffed a handful of my grenades in the past, so I'm speaking from experience. Or you can hold down left bumper instead of just tapping it, and you absorb your grenade. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen a Warlock do, and yes, that's in addition to the giant ball of darkness that flies out of their hand to regenerate your health. It is amazing. Next up, you've got Insatiable. While the Devour effect is active, killing enemies extends its duration and recharges your grenade. So, I mean, you already know getting a kill is going to regenerate your health. Getting a kill while this is active is going to proc the Insatiable perk, which is going to make it so that it extends the Devour effect and regenerates your grenade energy. So you're getting back health and grenades. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. Next, you got Vortex. It's a black hole. That's all it is. This perk was called Black Hole in Destiny 1. The Nova Bomb stays there and constantly damages anybody inside of it. It's really good to use against the raid boss, a strike boss, especially if you've got somebody that can tether them down to deal more damage. It's going to constantly damage them more and more and more until it goes away. I like Attunement of Hunger. It's a personal favorite of mine, so I always use this instead of Attunement of Chaos. But I've been looking at these perks here, and I think that I'm going to like them as well. I'm just a big fan of the Warlock. That's all there is to it. So, up here, you've got Entropic Pull. I don't know how to pronounce that fucking word. Some kind of pull. Strike an enemy with a melee, drains their life force, and use it to recharge your grenade. So, you're going to suck away an enemy's life force and use it to recharge your grenade ability anytime you smack them in the face and you have your melee energy active. It's really simple. Smack an enemy, get a grenade. Real simple on that one. Chaos Accelerant. Draw power from your super to overcharge your grenade. Make it deadlier and more effective. Oh shit. I've actually not seen that one. I might have to try that. So just like down here where you can consume your grenade, you can take energy from your super to overcharge your grenade and make it more badass than it already is. Thank you, Vortex and Axiom Volt, for the added bonus there. Bloom, Void kills cause enemies to explode. Void ability kills cause enemies to explode. So if you kill somebody with your Entropic Pull, then it's going to cause them to explode and you're going to get your grenade back. If you chuck a grenade out there and it hits an enemy and kills them, they're going to blow up. If you hit them with a Nova Bomb, they're going to blow up. So really effective for a lot of damage to a group of enemies. If you've got a bunch of Thrall, I know I keep using Thrall as my thing there, but let's be honest. You're not going to get 15 dregs running up to you trying to tickle your pickle. You're going to get 15 Thralls trying to shove their fist up your ass, and you really need them to all die really quick. So this is definitely a good ability to have. Next up, you got Cataclysm. Nova Bomb travels slowly and seeks enemies. Detonations shatter into smaller seeker projectiles. Fire your weapon at the Nova Bomb to detonate it early. This I'm gonna have to try because it's looking pretty awesome actually. It's gonna travel a little bit slower than your normal Vortex Nova Bomb does. It's gonna seek out your enemies, like it says right there. When it detonates, and you can proc the detonation by yourself by shooting at it, it's going to shatter into basically axiom bolts. They're bigger axiom bolts, but it's going to shatter into those, and they're going to seek out each individual enemy. So, it sounds cool in theory, but honestly, if you've got a group of enemies, unless they're all running all over the place like the Fallen like to do or the Taken like to do, then I would honestly go with the Vortex, just because if you've got a big group of enemies that needs to die real quick and you toss a Vortex bomb in front of their face, they're all going to die. That's all there is to it. I don't know. I think I'm going to go try out the Attunement of Chaos and see how I like it. I told you guys that I'm going to show you what a Nova Bomb looks like at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. I'm also going to show you what this looks like, the Cataclysm right here. So stay tuned, and yeah, I'll see you guys wherever I can find an enemy that needs to die. That's the Vortex. As you can see, it does stay there for a few seconds, and if there were more enemies there that didn't die from the explosion, it would have definitely dealt more damage to them. So let's switch it up and go over to the Cataclysm. As you can see, even though they weren't right beside each other like the others were last time, the Seekers actually went out and, well, did what they do. They seeked out their enemies. Is it seeked? Is seeked a word? They suck out? Sought out the, yes, thank you. They sought out their enemies. As you can tell, I have just finished a shift at the restaurant and am tired as fuck right now. Yeah, they sought out their enemies, because that's a word that I totally know. And yeah, let me replay that for you guys so you can see it one more time in slow motion. Alright guys, so that does it for this video, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it. If it helped you out as far as what you want to run as your Voidwalker subclass, definitely let me know in the comments. I make these videos specifically for you guys. Oh, that guy exploded. Sorry you missed it. I really make these videos for you guys. I already know what I want to use. I don't need I don't need the help with it or anything. I'm a Destiny 1 veteran from the beta, so I already knew what I was going to want to run in the new subclasses. I make these videos specifically for you guys, so if it helps you out at all, let me know, and let me know what you guys are running. If you're running anything different as far as your subclass goes, definitely tell me. I want to hear you guys' feedback on this. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you liked the video, make sure you hit like. After you hit the subscribe button, there's a little bell that pops up. Go ahead and hit that so you don't miss out on anything. I've got one more subclass video for the Warlock coming up, and then and then all three subclasses for the Titan as soon as I get them unlocked. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video.